button and we'll get started. Mute everybody out, and yes, we're going to turn off the screen share today. Sorry about that. No screen sharing. You know, we had that happen today. Not only did my computer go down today, somebody jumped on the screen share. It was pretty funny. It was like I had to turn it over to Patrick. It was like, uh-oh. So, but Patrick did a great job today. He always does. Patrick's cool. Does everybody think Patrick's cool? I think Patrick's cool. He's just cool. So, but let me mute everybody out. We'll get started here. I am excited to be here tonight, everyone. As I mean, just 6 times a week we do this, and you know, all I can say is I'm meeting incredible people from all over the world. We're talking about digital currency. Most of us are at home. We're comfortable. You know, we're building businesses around the world, and tonight I'm writing a new chapter for the book, for the 7th Disruption, the revised version, and the chapter is called The Protocol of Prosperity. And I spent about 4 hours by the pool today just kind of listening to videos and picking up vernacular. By the way, if y'all haven't listened to Alex Tapscott, Don Tapscott's son, he is also a very gifted speaker as well, and has a phenomenal story about how he was introduced to the internet. I think y'all will enjoy Alex's speeches too. He's probably equally as good a speaker as Don is, which is saying a lot, because Don's a great speaker. If you haven't watched a video by Don Tapscott, his TED Talk, we'll make sure that's posted in the chat for you. But it's about the blockchain. It's the technology that is the underlying technology of what's powering digital currency. We're not going to talk about the blockchain today, because that would be like doing a presentation about websites and only talking about HTML or CSS and boring your pants off. And most people do not have technical backgrounds. Most people have not come from backgrounds of finance, yet there are people from all over the world that are on this call tonight that are making money with digital currency by doing bankless banking, saving on fees, transferring fees, money remittance, things like that. And there are people that are acting as investment bankers of cryptocurrency, what some people like to call miners. And I like to call them investment bankers, because we're bringing capital into circulation. So, and that's what investment bankers do. So let's call it what it is. We're out there growing our wealth, bringing capital into circulation, and we're creating wealth for our families by doing that function. And that's just something that is probably one of the greatest wealth building opportunities of the next 5 years. And it doesn't take any high level of skill. In fact, I would say if you can shop on Amazon, you're probably overqualified. And so my goal tonight with this presentation is to give you enough insight into what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what's in it for you, so that you will go, you know what, I had to look into this. But I think what you're going to see tonight is you're going to see, wow, here's a group of really great people that from around the world. We've got several countries represented on here now. Our 1 o'clock call, I think we had like 8 countries represented. It was an awesome call today. But our focus on this presentation is just to say there's a whole bunch of people on here making money. There's social proof on here that, you know, hopefully you can get past your skepticism or your preconceptions of what digital currency is, or what your Uncle Billy told you it was. You know, we want to try and move you past Uncle Billy's perception of it, and or Aunt Sally. And we want to make sure that you, Jeff's got an Uncle Billy, evidently. He's laughing down there. But, you know, we want to get you past that preconception of what the media has painted of digital currency, and let you know that digital currency it holds 3 promises. And, you know, the first promise is world peace. Now, that's a big statement, okay? And I'll tell you why I say that in just a minute. It also holds the promise of transparency in government. Wow, wouldn't we all like that? That would be a nice change, wouldn't it? And also, it holds the opportunity to create the greatest wealth expansion in the history of mankind, which we're going to be talking about that in a minute as well. So let me mute everybody out and make sure we got trying to get everybody muted. Got one person over here. 1 second here. All right, there we got it turned on. So, but anyway, I want to bring up just kind of one slide because a lot of people ask us what we do. And let me pull that up real quick. Still getting some background noise. That's when I hear somebody else. Can you hear that, Janet? Is there a sound on yours? No? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let me go to my, okay, that has to get out of the way. It's funny. Give me 1 second here. Got a little thing keeps dropping down and covering up my tabs. There we go. All right. So I just wanted to share this slide with you before we get started. And, you know, people ask a lot what we do as we get into this presentation. I tell people our mission is to, you know, we market education on new currency. We mine new currency, which is something that's foreign to most people. We'll talk about that today. We introduce merchants to new currency. That's something that will be coming in the near future. We can do it with Bitcoin right now, but OneCoin in the near future will be able to introduce merchants to new currency and really just accepting another payment method. It's kind of what it's about. We show people how to build portable businesses. We're doing this from our comfort of our own homes. I have the slogan, live where you want to live how you want to live, and create wealth doing it. Well, that's what building a portable business is to me. I spent about 17 years working on a website called Escape Artist, and we wrote articles about, you know, living, working, traveling, and retiring internationally. And we kind of lived as nomads as we wrote articles and moved from country to country, and it was kind of fun. But portable business is something that you can take with you. In fact, this entire business, folks, you can build on a smartphone. Okay, so you don't need any special computer skills, just a smartphone, and you're in good shape. And I tell people we specialize in lifestyle design. I know that Lucille knows something about lifestyle design, and Janet does too, and the people that I've seen traveling around the world, and we've been bumping into each other in different places around the world. But lifestyle design is, you know what, I can't be confined to one location for 8 to 5, you know, or 7 to 5 or 6 to 5, whatever your schedule is now. 6 to 6 is what most people schedule. It seems like they are now. And I can't be confined to just one place. I want to be able to have a business where I don't have to cart around inventory. I don't have to go around giving facials. I don't have to be going around lugging, you know, milkshake mix and blenders and stuff like that. I just want something I can share with people, and they can log onto a website and buy the product from anywhere in the world. I think we're 190 countries or something like that, and have the ability to generate commissions to our back office and be able to generate income anywhere in the world. You know, I like that idea. So when we talk about lifestyle design, for those that haven't read Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week, it's probably a little old right now, but it's still got great wisdom in it and great thoughts about designing the perfect life. I think a lot of people go through life and they let life design them, you know, and it's like, you know, you don't have to sit in 2 hours of rush hour traffic per day. You know that. You could do something different. And it's like, but that's what my job requires. And yeah, well, that's when life has designed you. So I'm real big on saying let's design our life rather than letting it design us. And so you know, when we get into cryptocurrency, when we talk about how we're creating wealth, a lot of people that are on here are probably building teams, but there are some of you that say, Tom, I'm just on here for the relationships, and I like meeting people that like being on the cutting edge, and I just want to mine coins. I want to be passive. I'm not really interested in telling my friends and family about it. More power to you if you don't want to. You know, if there's issues there, we understand. We all have issues in our family. That's fine. Or maybe you called them about, you know, skin patches, water filters, mobile phones, and diet drinks, and mobile apps and sports apps and stuff. Maybe you called them on all those yet, and they won't accept your call anymore. But we get that as well. But, you know, when you get into cryptocurrency, it's kind of like, you know, we're dealing in a product that everybody wants. We're dealing in a product that everyone needs. We have the opportunity to create wealth for people and reduce the cost of their products and services simply by them putting digits in a box and pressing and submit button. That's all they have to do. I mean, so there's no technical skill here needed. You just have to be able to type on a keyboard and hit a submit button, okay? So we probably have the easiest training on earth when it comes to how you do it. What it is a different story. And that's why we tell people, you know, our goal is just to get you to experience it because it's better experience than it is explained. And I just love the wealth that we're creating. We have people on here that have created 6 figures of wealth, multiple 6 figures of wealth. I think we had a 7-figure producer on here as well. I think I saw Kevin on here somewhere. He'll be here in a minute. He may be on his other call. But we have people that are really generating significant wealth in this. And by the way, I'm seeing people from different nationalities and different languages. Our website is in multiple languages too. So it's represented all around the world. If you are looking to build a team, we've got a great team building system. We do this 6 times a week. We have lots of people that'll help you. We've got Facebook rooms. We've got Facebook chats. We've got text reminder services. We run a real business. I mean, this is, to me, it's not a hobby. It's a 7-figure a year business for me. So I'm not running a hobby business. I'm running a real business. I have a real assistant who does a lot of all those private messages you all got today. That was from my great assistant. But, you know, I look at what we're doing in this thing is to really ramp up our lifestyle and have the ability to create the wealth that we need. How many of y'all need to create more wealth before you retire? Raise your hand. Okay, we got 100% batting average on that one. And Marjorie didn't raise her hand because she's texting right now. Got her. So, no, it's good. Hey, I'm going to call on you first. You ready? Can you hear me? You listening to the football game or Braves game? What you got going on?
No. I'm texting my team.
Are you watching Married with Children? Tell me. Be honest with me.
No. I am chatting with my teammates or sending them text messages from me to my team here. So I'm working.
Awesome. I love it. Well, great to have you online tonight. I know that you come from a fantastic educational background. You're a newbie. You've just gotten in. You've just gotten your package in. I guess you've gotten into mining and all of that. But you seem to be the type of person that's probably been doing some learning about this business since the last time I talked to you about. But just tell people what your experience has been with digital currency and the steps that you've gone through to get where you are now.
Okay. Well, I really only heard about it on a couple days before the end of August. Took fast action because I was already aware that our U.S. money system is really suspect, our whole economy, etc. So I see it as kind of like my third chance to jump on something to provide for my future, because I was already prepped, as I mentioned, like 25 years ago. And of course, 2008 was a wake-up call. And when I saw this, I immediately realized I got to do this because the U.S. dollar money is worthless. And this is awesome. I really believed in it right away. And the only frustration when I bought my very first package, the Tycoon Plus, was just wiring my money. I had a lot of cash, luckily, that because I just quit my job and took all my money out of my school job thing. Still took me 30 days, but that was months ago. So I was all prepped. I had all my money. The real hang up was the bank didn't do wires after 4 o'clock on weekdays and no wires on the weekend. So I missed a 10% bonus, and I missed a split that happened just hours before I was able to put my codes in. So it's just to show you that the bank controls your money. And that was really frustrating. But since then, I've already bought an additional 2 packages to Trader to take advantage of all the craziness and the gifts before October 1st. So I am taking advantage of the three rewards, and I can't even keep track of how much I'm making. I mean, it's just astounding. I literally put in maybe like, I don't know if you want me to speak dollar figures, but I'm already, I don't know, I've never made this much money, and I'm like in shock. I mean, I'm like ecstatic, and is just great. I'm trying to share it with friends, you know, and they're reacting to it. So
yeah, well, I mean, let's look at the reality. I mean, we're bringing currency into existence, so we're getting currency at a discount, and the package that you purchased, you were able to get a discount on the coins. Let me pull that package up real quick while I have you on here, so people can see what we're talking about. Let's go to share screen, and let me pull up the chart. So looking at the screen right here. And I'll go back to this at the end, but just temporarily, when you bought your Tycoon Plus at $8,500, you got a couple splits. If you did a combo, you got 3 splits. And so you end up with about 10,000 coins. After October 1st, you'll have about 20,000 coins. And the current market value of that package is about $160,000. So that is a lot of money. But here's the cool thing. The coin is priced at $8 right now, or just under $8. Yeah. You're getting your coins actually with your combo that you did. You're getting them cheaper than this, but it's like buying $8 bills for $1.81. How many of y'all like that idea, that way of creating wealth? Raise your hand. I know we can't see each other because I got you on screen share, but anyway.
Yeah, I actually did the calculation with my teammates and had it verified because I was curious. I've heard you ask other people, you know, what did you really pay? So I think what I paid is about $1.90 per coin, and that's just on my one package so far. And I haven't even had 2 splits because I bought the Tycoon Plus with a starter package, so I have 3 splits.
Yeah, but you'll end up with 20. You'll end up with what, 20,000 coins? You'll end up with about 700,000 tokens. Is that right?
I think I ended up with, well, I don't know. Yeah, I basically have 86,818 tokens that I started on August 30th.
Right.
And I'm factoring in 1 split, and I still have 2 more that I don't anticipate before October 1st.
Right. Unless they
accelerate. But I'm already
unless they accelerate them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, I've written this all down, but I can't keep track of it because I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I rip out my sheet. Here's my handwritten sheet that I've been taking pictures of and sending to my friends and then referring to it. And it looks a little ragged now. Yeah. And the whole thing is like, it's so exciting and I can't even keep track of the numbers. So anyway. Yeah.
Well, I understand you said you had gone to the Wharton School of Business. That's correct. The Wharton?
Yes, I actually have 2 degrees in business. I went to Boston University undergrad for a BSBA, business, Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration, and then my concentrations were in finance and marketing. And then I went on directly to the University of Pennsylvania. They have a business school called the Wharton School, and I got my master's there.
Right.
And I focused on finance and marketing there also. So.
So
this actually, it's kind of like bringing me home. This is bringing me home like, oh my God, I'm doing finance. So. Yeah,
that's awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for being online, sharing your story, and love your excitement. I was going to tell you, you're glowing. You got that cryptocurrency glow. We like that. So.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So let me jump over to Victor. I hadn't seen Victor in a little while. I want to say hi to you, but thank you again, Marjorie. And Victor, you just got one of those stories here. Served our country, served our community, not only as a firefighter, but also as a policeman, didn't you? Doing it both?
Yes, sir.
And so we thank you. And I won't ask your opinions of a certain quarterback. We'll keep that. You've seen my views, of course, on Facebook. But great having you online. Thanks for joining us. And I know that you are one of those guys that's got a big why. You know, I always tell people when you do a business, you got to find your why, and I know that you have a really big one, but just tell us your story on how you got into digital currency and what you did to just become more comfortable with it.
Yeah, I have a friend. He's on here tonight. My name is Ken Benson. Drink coffee with him, and then it's inevitable. And you sit with somebody and drink coffee with them every morning. Yeah, he got into the digital currency thing, and he talked to me about it a little bit, and I listened to him, and I really didn't, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. He'll quit talking about it, but he kept talking about it. So it finally caught my interest, and I started listening to him, and I said, well, I'll try a small package, which was back around May or June, and I sat there and I watched it a little bit, and I didn't pay much attention to it, and then I noticed it doubled, And I said, wow. And then Ken started saying, hey, you know what? They're going to have a new package come out, and opportunity, you know, the Tycoon Plus, which is going to double. And I you know, he talks about it quite a bit, and I've met at his house a few times with him, and I started to learn a little bit more about the digital currency. And I've tried other investments that haven't really panned out for me. But being that the community here, there's a lot of people versus where I was investing on my own, I didn't really, you know, it was difficult. Here, I learn a lot from a lot of people that are actually involved in the digital currency world. And I took some of what I had left of the money that I didn't lose in the stock market, and I invested in this. And so far, my value for for my currency is really probably about 5 times worth what it was when I started, which was I started in back in May. I bought just a trader package, and then I bought a pro trader, and then I bought a pro trader and a Tycoon Plus, and I started doing the math and talking to Ken about it, and it's really impressive. It really is. I have a family to prepare for. That my wife lives in Mexico, and we're going through immigration, and I need to buy a house, and my job is, you know, it's not a top paying job. It's not a bottom paying job. It's a good job, has good benefits. But the retirement system is not all that good. I'm 48, and I'm going to be looking to retire in about 20 years. And I look at the retirement, and it's just not quite there. I mean, it's not much to live on. And I have a family to take care of. So, you know, and talking about the banking system, every time I wire, there's no banking system that crosses from the United States into Mexico. And it's very frustrating because Mexico, some of their banks cross over to the United States, and some of them are owned from banks within the United States. But none of them will cross that boundary to where you can have a same bank account from Mexico into the United States. You either have a bank account in Mexico or a bank account in the United States. They don't share the money or will not allow you to cross that boundary. And every time I send money to my wife, it costs me anywhere from $5 to 10, 15, 20 bucks to send her money over there. And it is very frustrating. You know, when I first started doing it with this one company that I send money to my wife, I didn't even trust them. I'm like, I never heard of this company. I don't know where my money's going. So this is actually a very good opportunity. I like the idea of being able to have finances globally and not having to worry about, you know, crossing the boundary and the banking fees and having the bank get into your information. I really like it, and it's really it's coming forth for me. I like it, and a good opportunity. I wish I could pick up more customers to sell. It's hard to sell, but I know what I have is going on is really good here. So I'm excited about the whole process, the whole OneLife and New Coin University.
Awesome. Well, let me give you just a little insight into one thing we talk about with educating people is that, and I call this the protocol of prosperity, just something I'm working on developing right now that I think you all will like. But let me bring up the screen share real quick. The one thing we talk about the protocol of prosperity is, education creates awareness. So at the end of the day, we're not really selling, we're educating. And I think you got to find people that have, certain pains in their life where, they have dissatisfaction. And I think everybody's got some form of dissatisfaction. It's just whether is it bad enough for them to want to be motivated to go do something or learn something. When in fact, 80% of people who leave high school in the United States never read another book the rest of their life. We've probably got 20% of the market that's actually willing to go, do some education. But the protocol of prosperity starts with, education creates the awareness. The awareness allows you to see the opportunity. It doesn't allow you to seize it. It's action that enables you to seize it. And I think what will help you, Victor, is just sending more videos to people and asking people to watch more videos and educational videos. And even if they're not OneCoin videos, if they're, like the Donald Tapscott video I just posted in the chat,
I like that video.
I would encourage you to send that video to the 10 most successful people you know And I just tell people, I've just found the more successful. I'm working with some investor groups out of Beverly Hills. I'm working with groups out of Vegas. And I mean, these are groups that are doing $25, $50, $100,000 type packages. And, you know, that I just found that, you know, the sharper people are, the quicker they get it. They go, oh, well, I mean, shoot, you've got the currency's finite, which means it can't be diluted. Once you buy it, nobody can come along and reduce the value of it by adding more to it, which is dilution. It's transparent, so there can't be any shenanigans. It's portable, which means you can move around the world with it. It's private, they're not sending your packet of financial information with every transaction that you do to everyone who touches the transaction. And, ultimately it's profitable. All of us have owned this in the US, have owned this awesome little dollar bill right here. Isn't that nice? That's what we got. That's all we got left, man. And I know I'm on a small screen here, but let me spotlight it real quick. But that's what we got left. We've lost 97% of the value of our money. And this is probably 3.75% now I'm thinking about it, because I had another piece around here somewhere. My dog may have ate it. But, dog ate my money. I'm sticking to that excuse. But when your currency loses 70% of or 93% of its value, you wonder why it takes more of this to buy a gallon of milk. And if this was actual true representation, it would say 0.07 on it instead of it saying, $1 on it. So that's false advertising. So that's what makes your milk more expensive. A lot of people don't think it that way. But you know what? If you had a currency that wasn't diluted and they actually printed the real number on it, then you'd be seeing it. But so thanks for sharing your story, man. Well, it's working out for you. Your coins are growing, and we'll be bringing the bride home soon, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hopefully January. We'll be ready by the end of the month, but she's got a little bit extended with her job, and once her job finishes up in December, she'll be headed over this way. I'm
sure she's going to be happy to leave that job.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sure. I already started advertising. I went to her Facebook and I got her to give me their password, and I started making up a Facebook page in Mexico so that I could try to market her package in Mexico.
Very good. Awesome. Well, they just opened a OneCoin office in Mexico. So we need to find out where that is. I don't know the details on it, but it's nice that they're going to be investing some money in Mexico, because that's right next to us. Awesome. That will be the gateway to the rest of Latin America for us. So I would definitely start talking to the Hispanic communities here in America, because they will be better to reach definitely into markets very similar to like what you have. So
yeah. By the way, there are 3 Bitcoin ATMs in Mexico.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another way we can do it. Do you have you got the mobile app installed on your phone? The blockchain.info?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah.
What I want to do with Victor real quick is I want to do a bankless transaction. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to send him money, and we're going to pretend that he could actually send it to Mexico to a ATM machine if he wanted to, but we'll donate it to United Way instead. Hey, and if any of y'all find another charity website, if you find a cool one out there and you want me to use it instead, I'm not stuck on United Way. I just like using United Way because a lot of people are like, is this a scam? I'm like, well, if it's a scam, I don't think United Way would be taken on their website, do you? That's kind of one of my first responses. And by the way, if somebody will type this in chat, if you go to setupcoinwallet.com, there's a 7-minute tutorial. And I urge you, I really don't want to call on you on this thing and you not have this app to have done your first digital currency transaction. I want every single one of you to send me your account number so I can send you $1. So that's $50 worth of people. Set up Coin Wallet. There's an extra C in there, Digna. We need setupcoinwallet.com. Got a machine, little repeater there. So do you have it up, Victor?
Yes.
Okay. So what he's doing is he's showing me his QR code, and I'm pulling up my scanner real quick, and I'm going to scan that QR code. Come on, scanner. There we are. I got it. Thank you, Victor. And So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a few bucks. Have you done any digital currency transactions with anybody?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Ken and you.
Okay. Well, I'm giving you $5, and you're going to give one of it to United Way, and then the other 4, I want you to go find 4 guys at the station that you can do a Bitcoin transaction with. Okay.
Awesome. Will do.
And so I'm getting ready to hit send right now. I just hit send.
There it is.
There it is.
1 second ago.
1 second. So I just sent money across the country, and it's a little bright. Pull your phone away from the camera. It's too close. And tilt it. There you go. And so it just came in. Hey, who's that ugly guy on your screen right in the upper corner? Who's that? Oh my God. How's Kim on your phone? So, hey, click on the big button real quick. Click on the big number. Show people how you can change it into something you can actually understand. Touch the big number.
There you go. US dollars. I can't believe that thing's so. Did it pretty good the other day. There you go.
There you go. Awesome. Man, you're rich.
US dollar. $11.90.
You could get a hamburger with that. Let's roll. So let's do a little donation to United Way real quick and show people how. Let's pretend you have a website that you want to be able to take digital currency on your website. Well, if you have a Coinbase account or you have an account with BitPay, by the way, OneCoin's coming out with a really awesome e-commerce aspect of their business. They're going to have a mobile app that every business can sign up for. And I got a feeling they'll have something like OneMall. I'm betting money on it. Y'all are going to laugh when they come out with it because I don't know this for a fact, but I guarantee you OneMall's coming. Bet money on it. But so we go, oh, you saw I just hit donate on United Way's website. It says donate with Bitcoin right there. And then you scroll down the page. Wow, my internet's cruising tonight. Let me put $1 in there. And Victor, do you know how to scan that QR code?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. And then just tell us, it'll put $1 so that y'all could have that on your website or in your shopping cart, you know. But set up Coin Wallet. You can set up an e-wallet for free. It takes about 2 minutes. My email address is on there. You can send me your Bitcoin address. I'll send you $1 so you can go do this same deal that Victor's doing. And let me know when you've hit send.
I'm trying to lock it in here.
Do I need to make it bigger?
Yeah, maybe so. I think it needs to be a little bigger.
How about that?
Oh, much better. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fixing to hit send.
There it goes. $1 sent to United Way. So that was a bankless banking transaction, folks. And if that doesn't amaze you, let me explain what we just did. We just sent a post officeless communication without using the post office. We just sent an email, but instead of it being just an email, it had money attached to it. And I sent money to Victor, and Victor went and spent it. He did actually a commercial transaction not using a government-issued currency. So that's most people have never done that in their life. So it's kind of cool. But that's a little exercise I do with everybody to educate people on digital currency, and works out real well. So let me see if I can chat with one more person, and I'll jump into our Fast Start presentation to show you how to get started. And let me touch on, let's see what we got here. We got a lot of people on tonight. Wow, 3 screens worth. So, see who we got here. I got Kevin Foster on the phone. We hear from you all the time, Kevin, but I'll call on you. we have to hear from the resident hippie millionaire. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Just been crazy couple of days, man. I've been literally waking up out of bed and have the earbuds in the ears and going to bed with the earbuds in the ears. So it's a good problem to have in my
You're getting
opinion.
like phone calls like, hey, is Kevin there? Yeah. Hey, Kevin, I got Bob on the phone. It's like, well, thanks for the warning, dude, but yeah.
Oh, but dude, I got to tell you about some of the calls I've had lately, bro. Oh my God. We got some big players coming on board. That How Big team is
Crushing it.
Nuts. They're just crazy over there. I'm excited for Bridget and so many people on here. They're just running with it, and I encourage you guys, go hard this week. This is your last week of commissions that you're going to be able to generate, and have on that last check on the 26th before the doubling goes. And you want to be able to provide your team with as much access to gift codes. And if you're looking to do any leveraging and upgrading any of your accounts, you definitely want to make the most of this week and run hard. So many big things are happening. It's all mind blowing, dude. Just absolutely mind blowing.
Did you see my message that all the changes they've made to XCoinX, and now in our back office it says our exchange is powered by XCoinX? It looks like we're going to see something before the end of the year with the exchange, but that's always just kind of been out there as a big question mark. But now it looks like we may end up having some type of public wallet type system that's coming along from. I read all the terms and conditions, the new terms, and they've revamped all those too, and it kind of gives you clues as to what's getting ready to happen if you read those. But that's exciting. But oh man, I can't even, I got something huge that we're going to. I mean, I've been in touch with One Academy. There's somebody joining One Academy that's going to blow everybody's mind. it's really good.
Dude, you know what's crazy, dude, is every time we turn our heads and we get refocused, they're blowing our mind again.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever thought Ed Ludbrook would have joined OneCoin? Ed Ludbrook doesn't join businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bringing the cream of the crop, and I'm like, wow. I mean, this is beyond my wildest dreams, Tom. It's absolutely beyond my wildest dreams, and I'm so thankful that me reaching out to you has gotten 52 participants on here right now. Without that's 52 lives I wouldn't have been able to touch, and that's truly the blessing here, folks, and really start understanding a lot of what Tom's teaching you guys in leveraging, your buying power, and get out of the mindset that you need a currency in your wallet. All you need is digital currency. You can go anywhere. You can do any transactions anywhere. You no longer need a bank anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Hearing Victor talk about wonder why there's no banks that have reciprocating accounts. Well, that would eliminate about a $210 billion a year industry of money floating from Mexico without fees. If all of a sudden Bank of America said, yeah, you can deposit in our Bank of America account and it's available in Mexico, that's not their game plan. If they do that, they just wiped out Western Reserve. That's an old insurance company, Western Union. But it's very cool. But Kevin, you have mined coins, you have bought coins, you have earned coins, and I know that this has been a 7-figure opportunity for you. And Liz, you've traveled the world, and just been an exciting time for you. What would you tell somebody who's on site for the very first time? What steps should they take to get started? Because I know you've done this with thousands of people.
Well, to me, it really begins, especially now with all the compliance stuff. When you're introducing a new member, you need to, not only when you register them for an account, but you need to go to all the other KYC appropriate sites that require your KYC documentation.
What's KYC?
Know your client.
Okay. And that means we got to submit an ID, and we have to submit a power bill or something, proof of address, within 30 days. It's got to be something current, right?
Correct. And we need that for multiple different factions of some of our training platforms. We need it for OnePay, we need it for OneCoin, and we need it for Moon Learning. And especially when it comes to Moon Learning, it's almost critical that you make sure your new person has this information, because if they do a wire to Moon Learning and they haven't uploaded their KYC documentation, they're not going to get their code anymore.
Sure.
And it has to go. Whoever's making the deposit is the one that has to have the KYC verification on file.
And it only makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of rules in place in the United States for anti-money laundering and stuff like that, and they want to know the money. So, and that's one thing that you bring up an interesting point is, Bitcoin and a lot of the other ones are not AML and KYC compliant. I mean, some of the third-party vendors are, like Coinbase and Kraken and some of the other companies you use, but I know the vision that Dr. Rusha has is encrypting our information on the blockchain in almost a military-grade encryption to where we do know everybody that's making the transactions, but our financial data doesn't travel with every transaction, meaning it doesn't expose us. Because right now, like when you do a transaction at, say, Home Depot or Target, which you all know got exposed, they basically, when you make a credit card transaction, they are required to have a packet of data on that magnetic strip that has all of your vital information in it. And if any person who touches that transaction throughout the process or throughout that chain gets hacked, well, next thing you know, you're getting a call from some bank in North Dakota saying you owe us $50,000 for a loan you took out. And we're going to put an end to that. And I think what I love about digital currency, I said this in my chapter today when I wrote it, is it takes the sand out of the gears that's slowing up business. And we can send an email around the world, yet it takes 3 days for a bank wire to go, and it's bull. I mean, it goes within an hour of it being sent. It could be there, but pretty cool stuff. So Kevin, thanks for sharing that. And KYC, AML, very important. That is part of our business plan. Some people in digital currency are against it, but I don't think companies that I think companies who don't have it long term will be the subject of legislation and search warrants and stuff like that. So,
well, and guys, just so you know, we are the most compliant cryptocurrency currently in the world.
Yeah.
So if you have any scammer things out there or whatever, don't let that stuff phase you. Get with Tom, get with myself. We're able to tackle those animals for you. And Tom,
I think a lot's going to change after October 1st, and all of the people that scared off by the no-name websites that are marketing other currencies and other binary options and other garbage, MLM protect yourself kits and stuff like that. I think what we're seeing is, there are companies that are leveraging the OneCoin keyword on the internet to get lots of web traffic. In fact, I was researching Cointelegraph. Their web traffic, 15.8% of all of their web traffic comes from one article on their website that has to do with OneCoin. And so you can be assured they're not taking that article down because it represents a large chunk of their business and their advertising revenue. So, you got to be careful about who you listen to. I tell people, reputable sources, I'd say I get my news from CNBC or Wall Street Journal or, Money Magazine or Economist, maybe not Money Magazine, but Economist, something like that. I also like Zero Hedge. I look at reputable sites that are not out there trying to pimp something else. So you got to be very careful about that when you do your research. In fact, I would look at the second, third, and fourth search results rather than the first two, because you're going to find a lot of junk of internet marketers trying to capitalize on our success. Right now, OneLife's website is in the top 0.5% of websites in the world in less than 18 months. You are talking, and I was talking with a group the other day, and I said, if I had a company that did $1 billion faster than any company in the history of the world, and it was in an industry where 2 other companies created multi-billion dollar market caps faster than any companies in the world, would you want to know about it? And without even mentioning digital currency. If I had a company that did $1 billion of 1.6 billion in turnover and faster than any company in the history of the world, and I had access to private stock, Victor, would you want to have some of it? Absolutely. And that's maybe a great question for you to ask. And people say, well, absolutely, man. What is it? Oh, it's digital currency. But we're not giving away stock. We're showing people how to mine coins and actually realize immediate gains rather than having to wait for the IPO. You know, and so I love that. But let me jump into a quick fast start presentation. Victor, Kevin, everybody that was on tonight, thank you for sharing your story. We got a lot of people, Marjorie, and I know I had one other person, and I'm looking for. But thank you for being online and sharing your story. Let me jump into a presentation real quick just to get you. This is how you get started. Let me click on screen share. Some of this I've already kind of gone over with you. Let me reduce this, find my presentation. There we go. And working on this is a new thing, but we're talking about just, you know, tonight we've been really talking about the protocol prosperity, which is about digital currency and how we're creating wealth. This will fill in some blanks, but there's some stuff at the end that will enable you to begin your educational journey. We just are looking, you know, the protocol prosperity is a system that generates wealth, it reduces expenses, and it creates time freedom. I can't see y'all raising your hands, so I'm not going to ask you, but I got a feeling 90% of you would like that. The protocol prosperity, as I mentioned, our education, we have the #1 educational platform in the world through One Academy for digital currency. So the education is here. There's tests, there's certificates, pretty cool stuff. And it's nice to know that Stanford and Harvard is teaching it as well, by the way. We have, you know, the awareness is ultimately what allows you to see the opportunity. So I could make you aware of a calculator. If I said, hey, this calculator, if you can find a calculator in the room, I'll give you $1 million. Well, if you know what a calculator is, you could see the calculator, but the next step is the action. You got to go over and seize the calculator and bring it to me to get that wealth. And so the action enables you to seize the opportunity. So you have to be able to take action, and action in this space requires some courage, and it requires the ability to take on a little bit of risk. And this is one of those industries that I tell people, be sure to put into it what you can afford to lose. If cryptocurrency is volatile, it's a new market. If something were to happen, we certainly don't want people to be homeless or anything like that. So it's designed for a percentage of your portfolio, not 100%, okay? So I think that's very important for y'all to consider as you're looking into digital currency, because it is a hedge against the devaluing dollar. I've seen my Bitcoins that I bought back in 2015, February, go from $215 per coin up to $605 per coin. So while my dollar has lost value, my Bitcoin has gone up in value. I've seen my OneCoins go from 43 cents to $8. I've seen my Ethereum go from $3.15 up to $12. So my digital currency portfolio is doing a little bit better than my dollar right now. Okay, so I'm liking digital currency better. The mission of what we're doing, as I mentioned, is we market education on new currency. We show people how to mine new currency. You're going to learn about that in this slide deck that I'm showing you here. So hang on, don't go anywhere. You'll like this. We introduce merchants to new currency. Every business that you all walk in, you should ask them, do you all take new currency? Do you take Bitcoin, or do you take OneCoin? You know what the next question is? No, what's that? Okay. In Georgia, it's a little bit different response, but it's like, huh? But anyway, build a portable business. I'm from Georgia, so I'm allowed to say that, okay? But we want to teach people how to build portable businesses and work from home. How many of y'all just want to be full-time, like moms and dads, or girlfriends or boyfriends or husband and wives? I mean, how would you like to be full-time that? I mean, wouldn't that be cool? Some of you are going, no, you don't know my wife. But anyway, you get to specialize in lifestyle design, and it's like, hell no, I don't be around my children that much. I love being around my children. They're my superstars. But 4 steps to getting started. I don't know if they want to be around dad that much. That's the issue. But 4 steps to getting started. Get educated. Complete the One Academy certification. Watch videos. Subscribe to the OneLife YouTube channel. Read articles. OneLife blog's got lots of great articles. Coindesk.com. I highly recommend it if you're going to look at this as a serious business to get a free subscription to Coindesk.com. Attend events, conventions, meetups, and webinars. We always hear about Janet and the importance of traveling to meet people and see, really just put your feet on the ground. And I met Janet over in the UK for the first time, and that was our first time over there seeing the big picture. And then I get to go to Thailand at the end of this month and see 10,000 people. It's going to be outrageous. So I'm brushing up on my, what do they speak over there? But anyway, brushing up on my Spanish. I'm going to get along just great with everybody. But get experienced. Set up a coin wallet, a OneCoin wallet for free. There's a lot of people that'll tell you, OneCoin, oh, they don't have a blockchain. They're that's fake. Yeah, it's not fake, folks. You can get a free e-wallet, and you can go in there and see it's not fake. It doesn't cost you anything to figure out it's not fake. I love that. Conduct a transaction. Again, you can go to setupcoinwallet.com. Send me, everybody, if you have not done a Bitcoin transaction, please go do that exercise at 7 minutes and do your first bankless transaction. It can't be a pretend digital currency person, okay? Purchase an educational package with mining credits. We would encourage you to do that sooner than later because you want to get those in so you can take advantage of the special promotion on October 1st. And then also buy, sell, send, mine, and earn digital currency. Do all the above. That's available to you. Get engaged. Start sharing with friends and family and coworkers. Don't sell them. Send them videos and tell them to watch the videos. Let the videos do the explaining for you. Your friends know who you are. They know you're not a cryptocurrency expert. Okay, so don't act like one. Let the videos do the work for you. The way Mark Halbig does, it says, let a friend send him the videos and be the expert. He's got a great system that he uses. Attend Zoomcast webinars. Heck, set up another email. I don't know. Nah, maybe not do that. Attend, it might be an idea, Mark. I'm thinking about that one. Attend Zoomcast webinars 6 times a week. Just introduce people to webinars and they can see what we're doing. And most people, when they get off, this is probably one of the highest converting webinars online, the live webinars where people actually see a real people and they go, well, shoot, there's 50, 80 people on the webinar and they're all saying the same thing. I guess it's got to be real, because we got smart people too. But anyway, introduce digital currency to businesses, go walk into businesses. That's another way to get engaged, to create conversations. And if you're a public speaker and you want to go out there and, speak to small and large civic and business groups, they're very eager to learn about the future of commerce and the future of payments. And I promise you, in most of your cities, there's not an expert. You are it, okay, with the education that you have tonight. And the last one is get wealthy. Mine coins at a deep discount. Enjoy the appreciation of digital currency. Trade digital currency. It trades like a stock, so you can buy it low and sell it high if you want to, like on Ethereum and Bitcoin. OneCoin doesn't do that. It just keeps going higher. So there's no buying it low unless you get in now. The sooner you get in, the lower you get it, right? But we also have ways you can get it lower than market price, which is mining, and I'll talk about that here in a second. You can also earn money and coins referring others, and I like that. There's some people that don't have a lot of money, and they have to start from the bottom and make it happen. So this is what mining is, okay? And this is probably the most important section of the entire presentation as far as education, because what it does is it shows you why you want to be a miner. So miners are the investment bankers of cryptocurrency. Our role is to bring currency into circulation. Miners use computing energy to solve complex equations to unlock currency, okay? Fortunately, OneCoin's got those computers, so they do it all for us. We just have to like put some digits in a box and hit enter. So it's not really complicated. As I tell everybody, my math stopped at long addition. So once you start throwing letters and stuff in math, I'm done. Okay, you can forget that. That's like Scrabble for me. But miners get currency at a deep discount for putting up paid-in capital for the computing energy. Mining, by the way, is the #1 wealth-building opportunity of the next decade, and it's boom time for the next 5 years. So some of you will make millions and millions of dollars just by learning this one little simple trick, and that's how to get currency at a discount. Okay? So this is how you do it. So you buy a starter package, let's say, for $180. And by the way, this is for educational purposes only. Some of these numbers are different than what you're used to, just because this is just for educational purposes only. But this kind of gives you an idea of how this is structured, okay? But these prices are subject to change, and I would tell you to see an official website for details, okay? But the starter, $180, you get 1,000 credits. Those are, I call those mining credits or energy credits that allow you to mine coins, okay? With that, you get 1 split. The ratio is 70 tokens or 70 credits equals 1 coin. So you're going to end up with about 29 coins, okay? Your effective rate is $6.20 per coin. This coin today is valued at almost $8. So you have a $1.80 gain on top of that. The minute they hit your account, you are already in the profit. Trader account, you can see has $700, and you have 5,000 credits with a split, which means you'll have 10,000 credits after the split. So basically your energy doubles, and you end up with 143 coins with an average price per coin, APC, of $4.89 per coin. So that means that you have about a $3.10 gain on your buying power the minute the coins hit your account. Okay. Now remember, miners get the coins at a discount because we're putting up the risk capital or the risk to bring them into circulation. We are the investment bankers of digital currency. Okay. The Pro, as you can see, has 286 coins, an effective price of $4.54 per coin. The Executive, $4.31 per coin. The Tycoon, now this is where it starts to get exciting, because notice you get 2 splits instead of 1, okay? So that means your tokens go from 60,000 to 120,000, and then they go to 240,000 tokens. Well, if you divide 70 into 240,000, it'll tell you how many coins you're going to get, and that's pretty cool, okay? So you end up with a coin at $1.90, okay? So talking about getting the coins on sale, we heard Marjorie talk about getting her coins at $1.90. Well, I got news for her. You actually got a better price than that, Marjorie. The Tycoon Plus, as you can see, is what she had talked about. She's getting the coins at $1.81, but she did not factor in the doubling of coins on October 1st, which will take her effective rate down to 90 cents per coin for what she put in. We got the Premium, goes down to 81 cents. The Infinity goes down to 45 cents, and the Ultimate goes to 22 cents. And I hear people say, well, that's not fair. The more money you got, better price you get. Man, that's the way life is. So deal with it, you know. But here's the great thing about this is you can actually earn, see that money in the price column? You can actually earn that money and buy them if you're motivated. So you could come in at a starter package and actually earn the commissions to buy an ultimate package if you want to. So there's an option for you as well. But that just kind of gives you an idea of, I mean, how would you like to, I mean, 600,000 coins times $8 a piece is $4.8 million worth of buying power for 135,000 US dollars. That's a good deal last time I checked. And, you know, you're getting rewarded because you're putting up a lot of risk capital to make this happen. But again, you know, when you look at these packages, I mean, even the Infinity, where you'll end up with about 140,000 coins, almost $1 million for $31,000. And then we have combo packages that make this even better. I'm not even going to go into that, but occasionally they have promotions where they add extra tokens, they give you extra computing power. They want to motivate us to bring these coins into circulation so that vendors and merchants can start using them and customers can start spending them and we can start buying and selling them. That's what a currency is all about. And I have people, you know, they say, well, Tom, this is highly unusual. And I said, no, it's not. The Federal Reserve is the cryptocurrency, is the algorithm. The investment bankers are the big investment banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Those are the miners. Okay. Then you've got the retail banks like the Bank of Americas and the SunTrust. That's the third element. And the brokerage accounts like E-Trade and TD Ameritrade. And then you've got the merchants. So it's the same exact system for a U.S. government-based currency as it is digital currency. It's the same four moving parts. We just call them different names. You know, we have different processes. The only difference with us is you get to participate in the origination of cryptocurrency. You don't have that opportunity in the federal fiat currency system. Only the big players do. So I would say that's another reason for you to look into cryptocurrency, because you can do something that you can't in the government system. Okay, check out the market capitalization of OneCoin. This chart's a couple months old, but wow, in 18 months, they've created almost it's now I think up to what, $6 billion in market capitalization. So we're only about $4 billion off of Bitcoin, and I suspect our market capitalization will exceed Bitcoin by the end of the year. So that's going to be a big party, I'm quite certain. So 4 ways to get paid: 10% referral bonus. We go out and market a package. One of those packages, say $31,000 package, you make $3,100. Okay. We have a 10% network bonus for those that know what a binary compensation plan is. We have a binary. You get paid 10% on the team that does the lesser volume each week. Lots of great benefits on the network bonus as well. In the first 30 days, you make an additional 10% credit of coin buying money, where you can actually go buy coins or tokens with your Fast Start bonus, which is very cool. And I have one lady that's working on about a $10,000 check for the month for her first month, and her Fast Start bonus will also be $10,000, and her network bonus will be about $3,000 or $4,000. So that's going to be pretty cool for her. We also have check matching bonuses. If I bring in Kevin, I get 10% of whatever Kevin makes. If Kevin brings in Sherry, I make 10% of whatever Sherry makes. If Sherry brings in Marjorie, I get 20% of whatever Marjorie makes. If Marjorie brings in Jack, I make 25% of whatever Jack makes on his check. I can tell you what, those 25% check matching bonuses, those are the real deal, folks. That's where money really starts to flow, and I guarantee you, Kevin is experiencing that in a very, very big way. But we get 60% in cash, and then 40% is put to the buy side every week on our exchange. So 40% of our money is set aside to buy any coins that are available for sale. And sometimes they're not available, folks. Sometimes we can't even get them. We got to buy tokens. So there is a lot of money on the buy side. So people are like, what happens if a lot of people start selling coins? There's a hell of a lot of money that's going to be available to buy coins. Don't worry about that, because our commissions are cranking. People are making tons of money around the world. 320 millionaires in 18 months. Wow. So anyway, hey, join the financial revolution. Be a part of the first transparent global cryptocurrency for everyone, not just computer geeks, all right? This one is for everyone. This is the AOL of digital currency. Very exciting. Take action. Enroll with OneLife for free. You have nothing to lose. Go look at the back office. Select your education package. If you want to start small, say around the $31,000 level, that's fine with us. You can upgrade from there. But no, some people actually do want to come a little bit smaller and get their feet wet. That's fine. We gladly will do the Tycoon Plus with you. Begin your One Academy certification. Few of you are dying laughing, I'm sure. Begin your One Academy certification. That's very important. Get educated, and share the OneLife 90-second video or the 16-minute video and then get your people on the Zoom webinar so they can see real people making real wealth, enjoying real lifestyles. That's what it's about, you know, and just invite others. But here is our schedule, just so you all know. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 1 p.m. EDT, okay? That's New York time for you if you're in another country, okay? And if you don't know time zone conversions, go to timezoneconverter.com, and it's so easy to figure it out. Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 10 p.m. Now, Thursday and Sunday, Thursday at 1 p.m., Sunday at 10 p.m., that is strictly ladies' testimonials. Okay, so if you have women that you want to introduce to this and you don't want to hear any of these burly presentations of guys talking about how much money they're making and how well they're doing, you just want to hear from women, Thursday at 1 p.m. and Sunday at 10 p.m. is strictly women. Men are invited. You're just not allowed to say anything, okay? I'm the only one that's allowed to say anything. But anyway, place, coinlifestyle.info. Meeting ID always stays the same. Domain is always the same. You can download this on mobile app, and you can watch it and do it from anywhere. Go find a friend and sit down with them at 1 o'clock and say, you got to see this, and pull it up on your phone and let them watch it. If you want to learn more tonight, kind of like I did when I first saw it, my wife joked, I think Sherry and Kevin sent me a video, and I watched it. It was Dr. Rusha, and I watched the video, and I did not get up from my desk for 10 hours. And my wife looked at me at the end of the night. She goes, you're getting ready to sign up for something, aren't you? But if you need some education tonight, you don't know where to start, go to aboutonelife.com and just watch. You'll hear a lot of the same stuff you heard tonight, but it'll be to pictures and a better description of the comp plan. Everything is there. And then, folks, please do a bankless transaction. It's kind of like me showing you the internet and you saying, yeah, I like the internet, but I don't want to send email. Come on, folks, send an email, okay? That's what this is all about. It's about sending a bankless transaction, much like it was in '94 of sending a post office-less transaction, or an email as we referred to it. But you are on the cusp of the greatest technology of your lifetime. You know, the semiconductor was huge. The internet was huge. Well, I got news for you. The blockchain, the software that runs digital currency, is going to be bigger than anything you've ever seen in your lifetime, and it will disrupt many, many businesses around the world. Airbnb is already being disrupted. You've got Uber is already being disrupted by blockchain-based companies. Banks are scared to death about what's going to happen. They don't know what their future holds for them, because people can send money with. I showed you tonight, guys, without a shadow of doubt. I sent money. I sent value to somebody tonight without using a bank, and you should be going, that was so cool, okay? Because we have an opportunity really to change the game, folks. I mean, we've just cut the value chain of the banking industry. We just downloaded music without going to a music store. We just looked up encyclopedia information without owning a set of encyclopedias. We just took a picture without using Kodak film, okay? That's how disruptive what we just did was. And, we rented a movie without going to Blockbuster. That's what we did tonight. And, folks, the sea change is coming, and I'm excited about it. But I want to give a shout out to JP. Congratulations on your Emerald promotion. Also want to give out a shout out to Mark Halbig. How big you gonna get, boy? He hit Emerald as well. And I know Bridget, you're cranking it out there. We've got lots of promotions. Please let me know people's promotions if they get them, so I can shout them out. We love recognizing our leaders and giving people the kudos for showing up for practice. Being on this presentation is very important for you, because you get to connect with great people from around the world, hear their stories, and I may meet somebody like Beverly Washington at the grocery store and say, you know what, I know somebody you got to meet. Come on my Zoomcast, because I want you to connect with her. I want you to hear what she has to say. But great having you online, folks. Thanks for being with us. I'll get this recording out tonight, so if you have anybody that was not on this presentation, you will be able to share it with them. And I think we're going to have to start cutting the testimonials off at about 35 after, so we can do the presentation. But any feedback you have on the presentation, please let me know. JP, thanks for recommending putting the ranks in there. I thought that was a great suggestion. But we're going to build that out to where it hits perfectly to really help people understand what we're doing and get them off to a fast start. But thanks for being online, folks. I'll unmute you so you can say good night. Great day today. Over 140 people total got to hear about digital currency, team members and new people from around the world. And Thursday, we will be back at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday, we're going to do half opportunity meeting and half training on Saturday. The opportunity meeting will be first. The training will be second. I'm going to be bringing on a guy who's absolutely crushing this business, and he's going to share all of the secrets with you and tell you how he's doing it. So great having everybody online. Have a great night, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you.
Okay, and then we'll hang out in Pittsburgh, and then we'll go
Bless you all.
to New York, and then if you want to go